This is Mwangi Wajumbi, a professional trainer on strategy, performance management, change management, and also leadership. Also a widely published writer on the same areas. The most notable publication was a monthly strategy column in a magazine titled Small and Medium Enterprise Today, which lasted 5 years, that is from 2013 to 2018. During the time that I was writing that column, I was influenced to write 2 publications. The first one is titled Career Dynamics in the 21st Century, sub-theme Unleashing the Human Performance Potential. It was first published in 2015, and an article that analyzed the book in the Daily Nation on 23rd May 2015 attracted many readers. One of them was Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, who in 2016 used the publication for architecture of the competency-based curriculum. And for that, they approved the book for circulation in schools in Kenya in the same year, 2016. As the book continued circulating in schools, in the religious sector, in organizations, I was also influenced to write another one. This time, it's titled Living Beyond Survival, sub-theme No More Tiptoeing in Life, first published in 2018. This second book acquired 2 forwards, one from a vice chancellor of a university and the other one from the CEO of the Kenya Institute of Management. That made the book become quite authoritative, and it also continues circulating in schools, in the religious sector, and also in organizations, just like the first one, Career Dynamics in the 21st Century. Alongside, we continued being invited to conduct seminars in schools, in organizations, in the religious sector, after the books were read. And so far, we have actually conducted seminars in schools spread around 12 counties, and we look forward to more of the same happening now and in the future. Now, what is the issue of interest today? First, I would like to urge those who have not subscribed to this channel to do so, so that anytime we publish new content, they are informed by YouTube, so that they get it in good time. Now, 2 weeks ago, I decided to attend a forum for the Kenya Institute of Management, where I have been a member since 2006. This time, I was interested because the Vice Chancellor, who had written a forward, the first forward for the publication titled Living Beyond Survival, was to be the guest speaker presenting about the leadership practice in the 21st century. I was also expecting the Kenya Institute of Management CEO, who also gave the second forward, to appear in the forum. So, one emphasis that I would not want to make is that I'm very closely related with the Kenya Institute of Management for many years. In fact, the first ever article that I wrote that was published was made or was done in the Kenya Institute of Management journal, which is called Management Magazine. The article was titled "The Management Challenge in a Thieving Nation," which was published around June 2007. The same article is available online as "A Thieving Nation," as it was published in one of the interested parties. Now, I have also been engaged by the Kenya Institute of Management as a Company of the Year Award consultant between 2007 and 2010. So I have got a very good relationship with Kenya Institute of Management. That's why I keep availing myself for activities of the body now and then. Now, as was expected, the Vice Chancellor, who is now a professor, who wrote the first foreword of the book titled "Living Beyond Survival," appeared for the meeting of the Kenya Institute of Management, together with the CEO himself. So, I had two important people in the forum who I had to listen to very carefully and maybe also make any observation. And the presentation on the leadership in the 21st century was quite interesting. It involved revealing the roles of the leader in the 21st century, the expectations of the leader in the 21st century, the character of the leader in the 21st century, and many other attributes that are necessary for one to lead successfully if aligned with the paradigms of the 21st century. And as the speaker finished his presentation, he asked a question: are leaders made or born? That seemed to be an assignment for the members present. And after that question, I was the first person to make my observations. The first thing I did was to commend the speaker for the worthwhile presentation on the leadership practice in the 21st century. I also commended him together with the CEO for having written the forewords for the book titled "Living Beyond Survival, No More Tiptoeing in Life." The next thing, I indicated that the question that the speaker had asked to the members present did not bother somebody's mind, because I had already articulated the answer quite well in the publication titled "Living Beyond Survival." Then, I also indicated that leadership in the 21st century is quite difficult, but people do not understand why it is that difficult. And I brought forward the answer is that most Kenyans are aligned with the paradigms of the 20th century, whereby it was about getting education, and it's still about getting education so that they can eventually acquire lucrative jobs. But does that happen? Leading such people is not easy. So, the good news, however, is that the CBC, the competency-based curriculum, is aligning Kenyans from the thinking of the 20th century to the thinking of the 21st century. And that way, leadership will be easier because people will be aligned with the power within them, as is expected of the CBC. So, the idea here is the philosophy of CBC is critical for everybody to understand it, even as students continue following that curriculum. Members and other Kenyans should be aware of the philosophy of the CBC so that they can be able to align themselves with the thinking of the 21st century. And that way, work will be easier, even leadership will be easier. And the good news is that that philosophy is easily available to those who are able to read the first book titled Career Dynamics in the 21st Century. So CBC is not just about students aligning with the thinking of the 21st century. Kenyans should also be aware of that alignment and how it applies in their real lives. The good news is that the guest speaker revealed that during the time that CBC was being formulated, he was a member of the board of the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, and he can confirm that the ideas articulated in Career Dynamics in the 21st Century, which he had read long time ago, are aligned with what in the CBC. He also confirmed that he was happy to provide a forward for the second book. Finally, the CEO of Kenya Institute of Management indicated something that was quite inspiring as he closed the meeting. He actually said that members who experience outstanding achievements should always be recognized by the Kenya Institute of Management, just like I had recognized the author of these two books when he was publishing the second book through providing a forward. And he encouraged members to read the two publications for them to make life easier as far as empowerment is concerned. Why share this information? The truth is that Kenyans are basically aligned with the thinking of the 20th century, and it's good for them to be aligned with the 21st century paradigms as is happening with the CBC. It is not difficult to do that if they can just grasp the publications like the ones that were available in the meeting, which could help Kenyans into quickly aligning themselves with the 21st century. I can share more and more on this, but for now, I will still encourage people to continue reading these two publications. Also, we are still available wherever invited for seminars, in schools, in organizations, also in the religious sector. More information is also available on this YouTube channel as we keep uploading it every now and then. And to contact us for more, we are on 0722 516210, 0722 516210. Thank you and have a very good day.